Are you ready for pain? Are you ready for suffering? If the answer is yes, then you're ready.
Just a reminder, and in honor of Black History Month, the fact that you can say white privilege doesn't exist is because of the fact that you have white privilege. You haven't seen anything outside of your white privileged experience.
Pretty amazing how when you're fat, you're just not allowed to eat. Like, I posted videos about what I'm bringing to the hospital when I go into labor, including my snack bag. Tons of people freaked out about the possibility of me perhaps eating a granola bar while I'm in labor. It's none of your business what I do. And apparently the fact that I admit that I, as a fat, eat sometimes makes me obsessed with food. Did you know you're only allowed to eat food if you're not fat? If you're fat, you should literally starve all the time. Never eat. Maybe you can have some plain lettuce once in a while. Otherwise, starve. What I think is sad is that you think you have any say in how I live my life. I'm not obsessed with food. I guarantee I probably eat healthier than you do. I know I'm a better person than you are. And I'm really glad I don't know you in real life. But thanks for commenting.
On my knees in the night, saying prayers in the street light.
Let's just get this straight for a second. I'ma work even if I don't get paid.
This guy grinds my gears. The look of him is literally grinding my gears. Like, watching him speak upsets me. I'm sure people hate my voice. I'm annoy them. And I'm sure that it's the same feeling. This guy is annoying the shit out of me.
If your advice to a fat person on the internet is to eat less when they are not having a problem with overeating, you don't care about their health. You just are fat-phobic.
No, I'm not fat-phobic just because I'm telling somebody who's obese that they're eating too much. I'm giving them quality information. They might be thinking they're obese because they drink too much diet pop. They don't know it's calories in, calories out. Trying to educate them. So just because you're trying to help someone by educating them on a CECO doesn't mean you're fat-phobic. You might actually care about them. If I try to set up one of my friends who's gay on a date, doesn't mean I'm homophobic. It might mean I'm trying to help them get a date.
I'll never love you like I can. Why are you looking?
Hi. So I'm glad that they're finally acknowledging racism and white privilege on the news. However, this is going on still. White privilege is a real thing, and we need to fight it. We need to fight for equality for everybody. It's going to be a hard, long battle, but we can do it, and we have to start as soon as January 20th to demand to get the system of systemic racism taken out. And white privilege needs to be fought at every corner, every chance we get.
I am pressed about something, y'all. I was watching this fitness TikTok and I opened the comment section and a bunch of people are in the comments saying that they want to go to the gym, but they feel like they can't go to the gym because they need to be in shape to go to the gym. And I'm not mad at y'all. The gym is supposed to be a neutral zone and we all go there with the exact same goal. But toxic fitness people who are full of diet culture nonsense have made it inhabitable. And then those same people have the audacity to shame you into going to the gym because they don't think that your body is suitable. Y'all are why people don't go to the gym. You dude in the free weight section laughing at somebody because they're only lifting the bar. That bar is 45 pounds, which is pretty heavy if you've never lifted before. How about you, woman, filming somebody in the locker room because you have deemed their body weird and gross? Personal trainers who assume that fat people coming into their gym don't know what they're doing, so they prey on them for their business. How about instead of a lifestyle change, y'all try an attitude change?
Have you ever heard the recommendation to fill up on vegetables so that you can increase the volume of your meal without many added calories and still feel full? Because to me, that sounds like a mechanic saying, why don't you fill your car up halfway with gas and then the other half with water so that the tank feels more full? Something tells me that the car is not going to be fooled by that. And you know what? The human body is much smarter than a car. Do you catch my drift? I want to clear something up in the intuitive eating air, if you will. So often I see intuitive eating framed as a method to reach this perfectly balanced eating pattern. It kind of goes like this. If you give yourself permission to eat the bad or off-limits foods, you'll never crave them again. Or if you do, you'll only want them in a teensy tiny portion. And you'll always crave vegetables. I think this framing of intuitive eating is harmful and diety AF. The way I interpret intuitive eating is not at all about finding a place of perfect balance in your eating. It's actually a lot more about deconstructing the notion that your eating needs to be perfect or that there even is a perfect. It's about navigating the gray area of life and learning to ebb and flow with whatever bullshit gets thrown at you on a day-to-day basis. It's about living in this wild world and finding accessible, manageable, and tolerable ways to feed ourselves. And sometimes when everything aligns, it gets to be enjoyable too. But in the meantime, we learn to embrace the imperfect with a healthy side dish of self-compassion.
Sorry, Bart. I can't serve booze to a minor. It ain't right.
I'm here to buy fireworks.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hello, I'm here to bring you an important message. This week is Trans Week of Action. What does that mean, you may ask? It means that all our wonderful cisgender allies should take action to protect trans lives. And guess what? We made it super easy for you. Just go to this website for daily action items. So don't just say that you care about trans lives. Show it today, tomorrow, and all week, and 365 days of the year. Take action, support trans youth, and fight for trans rights every day. Because trans people are pretty amazing. Just saying. Have an amazing day.
Do you know what's happening to women in Mexico right now? In the first 4 months of 2020, over 1,000 women and girls were killed. Of the countries with the highest femicide rates in the world, 14 of those are in Latin America and Caribbean region. The murder of women is not a law enforcement priority. 93% will go unreported or uninvestigated. The femicide total has increased 145%, and only 1 in 10 murders of women will result in a guilty verdict. 77% of women in Mexico report that they do not feel safe. Violence against women is influenced by the country's promotion of the patriarchy. Last year, there was an organized strike in Mexico, a day without women, which essentially women would disappear for 24 hours to show the impact that women have on their society. Studies show that women's work is 24% of Mexico's GDP. On average, men in Mexico make 30% more than women. Additionally, there's at least 1 serial killer operating in the city of Juarez, which is on the border of Texas and Mexico. Over 400 women have been murdered in the city of Juarez, and of those, a significant number are young girls or teenage girls, and they're often found bound and tortured. At least 76 of the murders have been linked to a common pattern or MO, which includes mutilation. Because murder of women is not a priority for law enforcement, these families are often left without any information, and bodies are often misidentified. So if you think you can be a feminist without also talking about immigration, you would be wrong.
Fear-mongering about weight is worth billions to the healthcare system, government agencies, scientists, and the media. And it ties in seamlessly with cultural values. The result is that weight myths have become unquestioned assumptions, so strongly a part of our cultural landscape that we regard them as self-evident. Yes, Americans have been gaining weight, though the degree to which this is true has been blown out of proportion. No doubt our weight gain is symptomatic of changing environmental conditions, and our eating and activity habits are part of those conditions. There is, however, little evidence to suggest that the symptom, weight, is a problem in and of itself. The epidemic exists only because we have defined it to exist. The epidemic will vanish as soon as we stop pathologizing weight and relegating people into baseless and arbitrary categories like overweight and obese. While I am not arguing that we encourage weight gain in order to improve health, or that body weight is irrelevant to health, it is clear that the threat posed by our weight and the benefits of weight loss have been misinterpreted and exaggerated. At both extremes, high and low, body weight adversely affects health. But the vast majority of Americans fall closer to the middle of the body fat bell curve, where weight is little more than a benign marker of an individual's genetic predisposition to carry it. Encouraging weight loss as our first line of defense or attack is just bad science. Weight loss is not effective for prolonging life or managing many diseases. Furthermore, we don't have effective methods for maintenance of weight loss, and health may worsen as people lose and regain weight repeatedly. Ironically, the admonition to lose weight may actually have contributed to the very diseases it is prescribed to cure. Though a heavy weight may be the result of imprudent lifestyle habits or underlying disease in some individuals, there are also many large people who eat sensibly, exercise regularly, and have excellent health ratings, and many thin people who don't. Regardless, a low weight or healthy lifestyle habits shouldn't be a requisite for respect. Size is a sloppy and unscientific way to judge someone's health or character, and the social and medical imperative for a thin body is not only misguided, it has caused much damage. Normal weight is neither normal, most people exceed it, nor ideal in terms of health. All that can be determined by judging people based on their weight is one's own level of prejudice.